Anyways, let's actually get into what we're doing today. So this new expansion came out late August, I believe, so about a week and a half ago, called Targon. A new region for Legends of Runeterra. Let me just bring my volume down. Let me know if the volume is too loud. The in-game volume is too loud right now. I just don't have any immediate indications of it. Let me just bring it down. I feel like the in-game volume might be a little too loud. Okay. Cool. Yeah, like I was saying, so new expansion Targon just came into existence, right? Why am I not clicked into the page? There we go. New expansion Targon just came into existence here in Legends of Runeterra about a week and a half ago, and I know most people have probably already done stuff about this. I'm thinking that there is one dude that I haven't actually messaged, which I should have done. I apologize. But yeah, you guys remember Bomber TV from our collab video, so I'm gonna message him too. He might be able to join in. Hey man, don't have my phone. I'm streaming the new expansion on YouTube. Here's the link. Drop by. Smiley face, cause yes, sure, why not? Smiley, how do you do this? There we go. Okay. Alright, dope. Okay. Sorry about all that. It's 10 minutes into the stream, it's fine. We're here. So yeah, like I've started saying like 5 times over. New expansion. I have no idea about anything of this, right? So I haven't actually, in any way whatsoever, you know, engaged with this expansion yet. So let's just click into it and see what it is. I'm loving this screen. I don't know anything about Runeterra, or sorry, League of Legends, so I don't know what any of this means, but cool. Let's see what it's all about. And actually, oh my god, this looks awesome. Okay, I fuck with this. I definitely fuck with this. What am I looking at? I 100% fuck with this. Yep, I haven't played in like a month. 2 or 3. No more to like 2 or 3 days, but yeah. And you bring the volume down a little. Runeterra's volume is so inconsistent. Ooh, this is a new card. Deal 6 to a unit, Daybreak. What is Daybreak? Instead, silence it this round and deal 6 to it. That sounds really powerful. Some more Elnux. Oh my god, Spell Shield. So it protects it. Wait, there's so much going on. There's so much new shit going on. Okay, so first things I want to do is to just grab some new cards and some new stuff, right? And grab this loot, for example. Ranked reward. Grants you found your fortune with an exclusive ranked icon. Okay. Oh, so then the ranked resets as with each new expansion or something? That's dope. Let me just... One last text that I'm recalling. I do need to send... Streaming... Runeterra... Agora. Alright. Cool. Done. Alright. So that should be all the stuff. I apologize for the, yeah, the delay, whatever. Okay. Now, first thing I want to do is I actually want to go through the cards. All the cards that are, like, so... I can just go cards here, and then... Ooh, I haven't played this on a computer in so long. Like, I've never actually played it on this computer. So, can I zoom out? It's a little zoom... Let me mess with the settings a little bit. Yes, Ultra, okay. Stream quality is magnificent, and I'm running it at Ultra. That's fantastic. Cool. 30 or 60 FPS... Let's do solid 60. Let's do this. I don't want to push too far on my computer just yet. So let's do that. Okay, master volume, music volume, SFX. Let's bring this one down a little. Silence when not in focus. Do not do that. All these things. Okay, social. Terms of service, privacy. Alright, cool. Sure. Yep, my computer's already starting to complain. I was afraid that might happen. Let me have a look. It's barely using any of the CPU though. Like, this should be fine. Alright, great. Great. Alright, cool. Okay, so that should be the end of all the setup stuff. I wish we could see more than 8 cards at a time, but that's a new card. Nightfall. Oh my god, so it's Dayfall and Night... Wait, I'm loving this. Okay, so far, I'm actually really enjoying the gimmicks. Bonus if this is not the first card you play in a round. Interesting. Actually, really interesting. Bonus if this is not the first card you play in a round. How does that work? So if you play... This is really cool. Gimme +2/+0. Oh, okay, so... Okay, that's... So yeah, for every Nightfall card you play... Wait, this is dope. This is awesome. Hang on. So, Targon. Yep, Targon. New expansion. So let's just go over all the cards real quick and see what we think, I guess. I have no idea what to make of any of this, right? So... This seems cool. A little, Nightfall synergy. Diana's Pale Cascade. Burst. Give an ally +2/+1 this round. Nightfall. Draw 1. That's broken. Oh no, it's just this round. Okay, it's not a permanent buff. Because I was going to say, that's really good, because there's a 3 mana 2 permanent +2/+1 in... What's it called? In this one, Bilgewater. But, like, that one isn't... Yeah, without, like, the Nightfall buff, and it's also Burst. But that one is a +2/+1 effect regardless. Okay. But, like, that one's, the other one's permanent, this one's temporary. So it makes sense that this would be 2 mana. But the other one gets reduced to 2 mana anyways. So this actually seems quite powerful. I like it. Leona. Daybreak. So this is, yeah, when it's the first card you play in the round. That makes sense. So this is the counterpart to that one, to Diana. So that's Nightfall 4 times. Leona seems to be Daybreak 4 times. Stun the strongest enemy. That's quite powerful. Right? 4 mana 3/5, stunning something. That's reasonably powerful. It's not the best thing ever, though. I don't know. Personally, like, I guess this with what's the guy called? Not Lee Sin, the other one. Yasuo. This with Yasuo would be quite good. Daybreak, or when you activate another Daybreak, yeah, just another stun effect. Cool. Like, it seems relatively easy to level these up, is the thing, right? And then her spell... Solar Flare, okay, that's the effect. And then give allies +2/+2 this round. Shuffle Leona into your deck. That's really nuts. Activate all allied Daybreak effects at once. That's like a Daybreak... What's it called? For Demacia, right? That could be quite powerful as well. Tarek. Support, give me and my supported ally. Give both. Wow, tough. Okay. Copy the last spell you cast on only me this round onto that ally. That's nuts. Okay, but it's a 4 mana 2/4, so the stat line is quite mediocre, right? But that's interesting to say the least. Alright, cool, I can dig it. I've seen you target or support allies 7+ times. That's powerful. That's quite powerful. I like that a lot. And then my support ally and I can't take damage or die this round. Copy the last spell you cast on... Wow, this is really cool. I really like that. Tarek's Blessing of Targon. Grant an ally +3/+3. That's quite weak, right? Because there's a 6 mana spell that gives 2 allies +3/+3. So that's actually surprisingly weak. But that's in Demacia. I mean, I don't know what the Targon stuff... How that works, but like, yeah, okay. That doesn't seem that good. But I guess it's just powerful if you play it on him and then copy it. So I guess that makes sense. Ooh, a 10 mana champion. I don't think we'd had one of these yet. Aurelian Soul. I've heard about this guy in the game, right? Like in League of Legends. When I kill a unit, grant me +1/+1. Alright. Fury. That's a new mechanic. I like that a lot. And then Spell Shield. Negates the next enemy spell or skill that would affect me. So it's basically a Divine Shield in Hearthstone just for spells. Okay. Invoke. Pick a Celestial card from among 3 to create in hand. Okay, so... That's broken, right? So when you play this, you get a Celestial card. I don't know what that means exactly. But that's basically discovering in again, Hearthstone. Interesting. Then round start, create a random Celestial card in hand. Your allies have 20+ total power at round end, and then... Invoke again. Okay, that's still the same one. Round start, create a random Celestial card in hand. Your Celestial card's cost 0. Okay, that's not broken. That's not broken at all, because he counts for 20%, for like 50% of your allied power. Okay, that's not silly. Alright, deal 15 damage to all enemies, costs 2 less for each dragon or celestial ally you have. That's fun. That's fun, right? That's like, so there's a dragon synergy type thing going. Okay, that's cool. Gift Giver, create a gem in hand when I'm summoned. Gem, heal an ally 1, and granted +1/+0. Can't be cast in combat or in response to a spell. So it's a burst thing. Okay, interesting. That's really interesting. That's not that good, but I mean, it's a cheap spell Huh, that's very interesting. I like that. I mean, it'll take me a while to piece everything together, but when I'm summoned, create a Dusk Petal Dust in hand. The next unit with Nightfall you play this round costs 1 less. Wow, that's quite powerful, right? Although, so this allows you to convert your spell mana into a unit mana, effectively. On a 1 mana 2/1. That's relatively powerful, I feel like. Shuffle 5 the messengers into your deck for 1 mana, and then when I'm summoned, draw 1. It's just a 2 mana 2/2 that draws you a card, and that's a Celestial. That's quite good. Okay, that's really cool. I actually like that a lot. I feel like this is going to be quite powerful. Poro Fly, just a spell shield Poro. I like that exists. Definitely helps out the Poro, the whole Poro gimmick. Let me just triple check that everything is running smoothly. It does seem to be, which I'm very happy about. I was actually really afraid that it wouldn't, but cool. All right. Solari Soldier, Daybreak, give me +1/+1 this round. 1 mana 2/2. Okay. Sure. That's really nuts, right? So that's like turn 1 you have a 3/3, and then... But that's all it really does. It's not bad. I mean, obviously, like, Daybreak and... Okay, these 2 cards, you want to combine them, right? This is what I'm getting the vibe. So you want to play the Daybreak cards and the Nightfall cards in the same deck. So the first card you play is a Daybreak card, and then you use that to activate your Nightfall cards. That's really cool. I would definitely want to try making that deck, actually. Now, Spacey Sketcher, play discard a card to invoke a Celestial card that costs 3 or less. More discard mechanics. I like that. I do like that, but... So that just pick a Celestial from among 3 to create in hand. Yeah. Interesting. 1 mana 1/1, discover a card. Those used to be quite powerful in Hearthstone, but this isn't card advantage because you have to discard a card first. But if you combine that with some like Piltover and Zon shit, that could work really well. That's quite cool. Star Shepherd. When you heal a damaged ally, grant me +2/+0. That's a cool card. That's a really cool card. You definitely needed some heal buffs in this game, I feel like. Just an invoke. Okay, okay, cool. 2 mana invoke. Feel like that's not actually going to be that good, but it's quite cool. It's a cool effect. I like that. Heal an ally earning Nexus 2 and draw 1. That's very powerful. That is very, very powerful. That is incredibly powerful. Okay. Cycles the card itself. It's a spell, so it works for some other shit. And then... okay, that's real. I feel like that's going to be really good. I feel like this card is going to be quite... I don't know if people are picking up on it, but I feel like that's going to be really good. Dragon allies cost 1 less, a 2 mana 1/1. That's really nice as well. That's really good as well. Nightfall, grant me elusive. Just a permanent grant me elusive. So if you play this card second, you get a 2 mana 2/3 with elusive for... Wow, that's ridiculous. More Elnuks? Oh, why is this not an Elnuk? It looks like an Elnuk. Strike, create a gem in hand. Okay. Alright, let me just... Interesting. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Mountain Goat, create a gem. So these gems seem to be quite a... I don't know, 2 mana 3/1, that gives you a mediocre card. That doesn't seem particularly powerful, but it is a rare, so I wonder. I wonder what mechanics you can combine with the gems. So they only have 3 champions... Oh no, they have 4, this guy. This guy's cool, but I mean, I guess gem on this guy is quite powerful. Yeah, that's definitely an argument to be made. Gems with this guy seem quite good, actually. So, interesting. Let's see. Pale Cascade. Give an ally... Yeah, this is the spell. That's quite good as well, honestly. Daybreak, give me +0/+4 this round. Again, not the best card ever, but you need Daybreak cards to activate Nightfall cards, so you probably need some, like, weaker Daybreak cards in there. I don't know, though, because that takes up, like, one of your draws. I don't know. That seems relatively average, but not useless. 2 mana 2/3 with Overwhelm. This guy, again, in combination with Taric, seems really good, because Overwhelm is a really, really dangerous thing when you can just keep buffing it. Grant an ally +0/+2. Wait, did I just... Oh, this is a permanent +3/+3. Okay, now I understand why it costs 5 mana. The spell I was referring to is 6 mana, but it's a temporary +3/+3. That's a permanent one. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. 2 mana, give an ally +0/+2 in burst. Interesting. Isn't that a... Hang on, guys. Isn't that a Noxus? No, it's not Noxus. Isn't that a Freljord card? Isn't that a Freljord card for 1 mana though? No, okay, that's a temporary one. So this is good. We're starting to get to see how they think that temporary versus permanent buffs, how they're worth. So for something like a health buff, they think it's worth 1 mana to make it a permanent buff instead of a temporary buff. That's really interesting, actually. That's really, really interesting. Cool. Alright, what about this? Grant my support ally plus O+2. Just some more support stuff. I mean, how is this guy phrased? I've seen you target or support allies 7 times. So having support stuff with him is always going to be quite useful, I suppose. But that doesn't seem that good, though. Give an ally spell shield this round. Okay. Resolve instantly. The enemy can't act before if... Yeah, no, I don't know why I'm reading that. Okay, that's interesting. It's hexproof, right? It's a one-time hexproof. That from Magic. That's quite cool. Nightfall, give me +0, so you can have a 3 mana. This is a relatively powerful card, because 3 mana 3/3 with Overwhelm is a perfectly average stat line. And then 5/3 with Overwhelm in an aggro deck could be quite good. Draw 2 different dragons, or grant dragon allies +1/+1. Ooh, I love cards that give you options. Options are so powerful in card games, right? So, this seems really nice, actually. This seems really, really powerful. The fact that it's a burst spell as well, so you can... That's really cool, because you can use it as a combat trick, or you can use it to fill out your hand. That's card advantage. Like, card advantage is really rare in this game. So that's really good that that exists. Dragon seems like a perfectly viable mechanic right now, honestly. Fledgling Stellacorn. 3 mana, okay. Spell Shield and Lifesteal. Not amazing. Not amazing, but... Okay, I'm sure there's some stuff you can do with this, right? Giddy Sparkologist. Play if you behold. What is behold? Okay, if you have it in player in hand. If you behold a Celestial, grant an ally +1/+1 and spell shield. Is this a Celestial, by the way? It's not. Okay. That's quite nice. That's quite interesting. I don't hate this card. In a Celestial deck, it could definitely do some damage. So, silence a unit this round. Create a fleeting hush in hand. So you can just silence. Okay, we definitely needed more silence in this game. And this is any unit. Wait, that's real. Oh no, but it's just until the end of the round. Still quite powerful at burst speed, actually. Huh, I like that a lot. But I mean, compare this with Noxious Guillotine, though. It kind of tosses it up in the air, right? Like, is it actually that good? One card just straight up kills something with a minor condition. This one just silences something for the same mana cost. The other one is fast, though. This one's burst. It's interesting. It's interesting. I feel like it's weaker than it seems, but it's still good that it exists. Nightfall Invoke. Okay. Again, you do need some mediocre Nightfall cards to fill out your curve, but I mean, compare this to the 2 mana, or was it 1 mana? I don't know. It's card advantage, right? It's card advantage at the end of the day, so I don't know. It's not bad. Mentor of the Stones. Grant my supported ally +2/+2. 1 mana 3 mana 1/1 though. Create 3 gems on Last Breath. Okay, this guy's quite not bad at all. It's an epic, interestingly. I wouldn't expect it to be an epic. I love the way these cards look, by the way, in this art, this whole art style thing, but would not expect it to be an epic, but okay. I can fuck with that. I can see how it would be good. Just, it would die when you attack, right? So I don't know, that's interesting. Solari Priestess, Daybreak. Invoke a Celestial card that costs 4, 5, or 6. That's really good, right? That's really good to play on 3 because more often than not, it'll give you like... So how does this work? Does it give you an option between 4, 5, and 6? Or what's the deal? Can you get like 3 6s? If you can get 3 6s in your Invoke, it's not that good. If you can get a 4 drop out of it, or a 5 drop, or a 6 drop guaranteed, then it guarantees you that you curve out, right? And that's really important, I feel like. So that's quite powerful. Zenith Blade, grant an ally +1/+2 and Overwhelm, but that's slow. And then Daybreak, you can... Okay, so you can chain these. I feel like that's not that good, but okay, cool. You need some like gimmicky cards like that in any expansion, right? Broadback Protector, round start, heal your Nexus for 3. That's really good. Holy shit. Okay. Deal damage. Oh no, never mind. I didn't read the second part. And then he takes damage equal to the amount healed. Interesting. It doesn't say. Huh, so that's anything you heal. Why is this 4 mana 2/7? Interesting. I don't hate this card, but I feel like it shouldn't be an epic, and it shouldn't be a 4 mana 2/7. Maybe a 3 mana 2/7. It would actually be really good. But I mean, healing's really rare in this game, so perhaps I'm wrong in that sense. Mountain Scryer. Your celestial cards cost 1 less. And Allegiance Invoke. Oh, there's another Allegiance card. Nice. And this, actually, no, wait, this is broken. Yeah, okay, this is really, really, really nuts. Because, wow, okay. 4 mana 2/3 isn't the worst stat line. It's not good, obviously, but it's not the worst. Allegiance Invoke is really good, and the whole celestial card stuff, that's really OP. Fill your hand with gems. So something that it was never specified in the tutorial for this game, for example, is that you have a maximum hand space of 10 cards. Cool, I guess. But interesting as well that, like, you just straight up fill your hand with gems. So you can never use this if you can't use a card, because then you don't get your next draw. So you always need 5 mana to actually use this card. Okay, that's very interesting. I don't know what... I mean, healing for 1 is so powerful, is the thing, right? And, like, even giving it +1/+0. This with, like, quick attack or whatever. That would be quite nice, I feel like. A 4 mana 4/4 dragon with fury. That's really, really powerful, actually. Given some of the dragon synergies we've seen, that sounds really good. This guy, the Blessing of Targon, which is Tarek's spell, so that exists as a card, of course. Then Fused Firebrand. Fury and Spell Shield on a 5 mana 5/5. How is that a common? Like, that's so much better than this. How is that not a rare? I'm actually a little like, wow, what the hell? Because this is a 4 mana 4/4 with just Fury. This is a 5 mana 5/5 with Fury and Spell Shield. How is that not worth more? Like, how is that not a rare? I'm actually quite confused. I don't know if they've changed rarities on cards before, but I'm kind of tempted to just make this guy now. Like, 3 of them, because I have all these wild cards. And, like, he should be a rare. He feels like that's a misplay, like a misprint on their part or something. Just another Invoke. Okay. The really cool thing about Celestials, by the way, so far, is that it would seem that most Celestial cards come from Invoke, right? Like, you have to Invoke to get the Celestials. That's really cool. I really, really like that, actually. That's a really cool idea. Really cool gimmick. I'm loving it. Okay, Morning Light. Give allies +2/+2 this round. Daybreak. Activate all allied Daybreak effects at once. Oh, yeah, no, this card. Yeah, sure. That's really cool, though. That's definitely really cool. Mountain Sojourners. Support. Grant my supported ally +2/+2. If it has support, grant its supported ally +2/+2. And that is really good. That is really, really, really good. Like, if you have a full board of 6, and you've already attacked once with this guy, then suddenly you can just chain supports across your entire field and just level them up straight up. So that's actually crazy. Okay, that's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Alright, well no, you can only get 5 at once, so you would need to have 2. Still, that's really good. You can only get 5, right? Because one of them wouldn't be supporting anything else because it's at the end of the chain. But still. Ravoon Daylight Spear. Create a random Daybreak card in hand. It's always day for us. Wait, it's always day for us. Does that mean every card you play always has Daybreak? That seems like a very game-breaking mechanic, but I'm for it. I'm for it. It's a 5 mana 5/5. Look, compare. 5 mana 5/5 with a really bullshit effect. 5 mana 5/5 with 2 key abilities to it. Like, how is this not a rare still? I mean, this should be an epic, honestly, it feels like, but maybe not. Heal an ally and your Nexus for 3. That is really good. There's so much healing in this that Targon is going to be absolutely broken. I might honestly have to reconsider my Pew 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 deck and replace the Frostbite, not the Frostbite, the Freljord stuff with Targon, because this healing shit is really good. Like, that's definitely better than 3 mana 3. Well, arguably, it's 5 mana. No, yeah, okay, it's arguably better. I don't know, it's more expensive, but its effect is really good. But actually, for what I want in my Pew Pew Pew, the 3 mana 3/3 heal for 3 is probably still better. Star Shaping. Invoke a celestial card that costs 7 or more, then heal an ally or your Nexus for 5. That's very good, actually. It seems like it wouldn't be that good, right? But it's actually very good, because it gives you late game, because it heals you. And it creates stuff, so you don't lose a card by doing this, but you do lose 5 mana. But it is a burst spell. I don't know, that's interesting. Cygnus the Moonwalker. Nightfall. Give me and an ally elusive this round. Interesting. That doesn't seem that good to me, but I guess in combination with some other stuff. Because it's 6 mana, so you have to play another card first. You're never playing this before turn 7 if you're lucky. Or I guess you could play a spell first, right? But, I don't know. That card doesn't seem amazing, but I feel like it could really screw some people over if they're not expecting it. Inviolus Vox. Fury. That's cool. I like Fury as a mechanic. I don't know if I've said this yet, but I really like Fury as a mechanic. When an ally with... hey Eduardo, which card? Which card are you talking about? Also, how's my audio sounding? Is my audio good? Let me know. How's my voice in terms of the in-game sound sounding? If you mean this one, very mana for what is the card, I agree. What, yeah? It sounded good? Is that what you mean? My audio's fine? But anyways, if you mean too much mana for this card, probably, but I don't know. Because they usually know how to balance their cards pretty well. When ally with Fury kills an enemy for the first time each round, create a random dragon. That's really nuts. But it's only 1 per turn, but that's still quite powerful, obviously. So, the sound is good. Yay, cool, thanks. That's good to know. So, Sun Guardian, give me +4/+4 this round with Daybreak, with Overwhelm. So that's quite good, although 6 mana for a 4/3 in the overall. This is only really relevant if it's your turn, right? So I'm not entirely sure about this card. I hesitate cards that cost 6 mana, because they have to be really good to be worth it, right? Sunburst, deal 6 to the unit. Yeah, this card's really nuts, it seems to me. Instead, silence it this round and deal 6 damage to it. Like, silencing something and then killing it is such a powerful effect. Like, this deals, for example, with Anivia. Just poof, there goes Anivia. So that's really cool. I feel like this card is going to be a must in all Daybreak Nightfall decks. And then Grandfather Removal. Interesting, by the way, there are no 7 mana cards. There's this gap, this 7 mana gap in Targon. That's interesting. Grandfather Removal. So, play just gets... Okay. Oh no, give any ally +0/+4. With Overwhelm and Spell Shield. Very average, but not bad. I suppose just in... It would have to be in a very specific deck, I guess. The Infinite Mind Splitter. So Fury, pick 2 enemies, stun them. Round start, just flat out stun them. That's really good. On an 8 mana 8/8, that's really, really good. Holy crap. But the thing is, what's key to note here is it doesn't stun them on the turn that you play this, right? So you would need to play this on your opponent's turn, then coming back at your turn, like your opponent does his stuff, whatever, that's the end of his turn. Coming onto your turn, you play this first. Then at the start of your opponent's turn, his 2 biggest things get stunned and you're attacking with an 8/8. That's crazy, actually. Arbiter of the Peak. 6/6, Overwhelm. Reduce my cost by 1 for each time you've targeted or supported allies this game. That's really cool. That's really cool. I really like that. So they seem to be having these giants, right? Here, let me type in reduce my cost by 1. And then just look at all regions. So you have... Ooh, this is new. Wait, is this new? Did they release stuff other than just Targon? Did they release cards into the other... Huh, I need to go have a look. But here, like Plaza Guardian, right? Scuttlegeist. I like cards that have this effect on them. That get the cost reduced. That's quite a powerful effect, right? So here, let's do this. And then, okay, last card. The Sky's Descent. Deal 15 to all enemies. Oh yeah, this is the one. Cost 2 less for each dragon and celestial ally you have. So you can only have 6 allies on the field at any one time, right? So at most... Or yeah, like the cheapest this can ever get is 6 times 2... I mean, it can cost 3 mana. If you can get this shit to cost 3 mana, you win the game. Straight up, because that's just your spell mana, right? But like... The card has to be very good. No, but see, that's the thing. It's really good because you reduce the cost of it. It's not just 15 mana. You would never be able to play it for 15 mana. Because in this game, the maximum you ever have is 13 mana. But if you have like a full board of dragons and celestials, you win the game. This card reads you win the game. Because you just kill everything your opponent has. Which is ridiculous, right? So that's nuts. I really like that. Now, look at this. Call of the Mountain. Is that the expansion? Oh my god, does it say the expansion for cards now? Rising Tides, it does. So, Yeah, there's new cards. Oh, okay. No, wait, no, hang on. Are there new cards for... Can you search by expansion now? Is that one of the filters you can add now? Oh my god, okay, Foundations, Rising Tide, and Call of the Mountain. Wait, there's new card. Okay, that's not... I should... Oh my god, there's new champions for the other things as well. Wait, but it's difficult to have it. It is difficult to have 6, yeah, but like, if you only have, on average in a late game deck, I think you can probably expect to have 3 to 4 dragons. Just fine, like, that shouldn't be hard to do. Dragons and Celestials and whatever. Honestly, more if you have like those 2/2 dogs that just keep drawing more cards. So, even let's say if you have 3, then that card costs 3 times 6, okay, 6, it still costs 9 mana. It's a 9 mana one-sided board clear. For comparison, let's bring up, I have to go through all these cards, I didn't realize there was so much, but for comparison, let's bring up the best mass removal spell in the game so far, which is the Ruination. For 9 mana, you kill everything. With the other one, for 9 mana, if you have only 3 cards, you're killing just your opponent's side of the field. So that's ridiculously powerful, right? I feel like that card's going to be very, very good late game push. This is nuts, though. Like, you can actually filter by expansion. They're actually having expansion-based things now, which is really cool. Wait, does Shadow Isles not have any Call of the Mountain? Shadow Isles doesn't have any Call of the Mountain, it would seem. Or am I just doing something wrong? Special category Celestials. The Destroyer. When I'm summoned, grant me +1. Oh, okay. These are what the Celestials are. I see. God, I don't want to go through all of these, but I kind of feel like I should. See, we've already been streaming... We've already been streaming now for, I don't know. Let me check. For 40 minutes. And we're nowhere near... Okay, it's fine. It's fine. This is what this is going to be. And it's going to be a really long YouTube video. But for the first part of this, I just want to go through all these cards because things are just so different right now, you know? Things are just so different. So, come on. Give me all the Call of the Mountains cards. Okay. Wait, what? Call of the Mountain. Rising Tide. How does this work? How do I know which one I'm looking at? How do I reset this? Clear filters. Give me just Call of the Mountain. Okay. Didn't we just see that Bilgewater did have Call of the Mountain cards? Oh, there we go. Show unknown. Monkey Business. Summon a Powder Monkey. Plunder summon another Powder Monkey next round. That's a really cool card. Not particularly powerful, but I like the Powder Monkeys a lot. So that's cool that that exists. It has some potential for plunder as well. Hey, Paul. Yeah, exactly, thanks. No, that's the point. Like, this is going to be, like, for people who, like me, haven't had the opportunity to check out the new expansion yet and really understand what's going on. And I'm trying to bring up these comparisons so that, for example, you, Paul, who hasn't really played the game before, can have some feel for how the game actually, you know, just how the cards compare. So this one's actually really cool for plunder effect. So plunder, it says it here, right? So plunder is if you've already dealt damage to your opponent that turn, then plunder gives you an extra bonus, right? So this allows you to trigger plunder. So if you aren't able to trigger plunder that turn yet, you get a Powder Monkey and you just trigger it. Because Powder Monkeys die and are ephemeral, so they always die at the end of the turn, and then they always deal 1 damage. And then if you do, then the next turn you get the plunder effect for free as well. So that's quite cool. If you already plundered before playing this card, you get the plunder effect for free. That's quite neat, right? And then Jack the Winner. Round start, create a fleeting, sleep with the... Okay, that's really good as well, because sleep with the... Oh no, never mind, I thought it was something else. Deal 2 to an ally, and 2 to the enemy nexus. That is very powerful. This guy's very powerful, particularly with the Noxus stuff, right? Like, with the take damage Noxus stuff. So there's some cards in this that, like, when they survive damage, they do extra stuff, and that's how you would use this, I feel like, more often than not. Also, 0 mana, deal 2 damage, that's just broken. So don't play Runeterra for 1 week and change a lot, but why? A new expansion just came out. A new expansion just came out a week ago, and I haven't had the opportunity to play it, but they released all these new cards, and that's what we're going over now. Like, Targon is a completely new region. Targon didn't used to exist, right? You had these other 7. And then each of these other 7 now seem to have 2 extra cards as well. So, 2 new cards. So, a new Demacia Dragon, which is interesting. A Challenger 4/5 with Fury. This card is going to be, I think, a must in most Demacia decks. Honestly. I mean, it's a 5 mana 4/5, which is a little understated. Because usually 5 mana 5/5s still need a little perk. But the fact that you get to pull out cards, like that's a challenger, you choose the enemies that actually blocks you. So the fact that you get to choose how you block, and then with Fury, you get boosted for killing stuff, I think this guy is going to be very powerful. And then for the Fallen, when you summon an elite, reduce my cost by 1. That's really good. I mean, ish. For each ally that died this round, summon a Dauntless Vanguard. So that's really powerful because that's a 1 mana refill, right? That's a problem. I do have an elite deck, and I can tell you right now, I'm playing at least 2 of these guys. Maybe, no, at least 1. Probably 2, though. Because the problem I've ran into is that you just run out of cards and you run out of refills, but for the Fallen, that'll allow you to actually bridge that gap. So that's really cool. I'm happy that that's there. What about Freljord? There's a lot of new Freljord shit. Oh my god, okay, Freljord's got a... So Freljord, Freljord got a huge boost this expansion. Why? Anyone know? Anyone know why Freljord might have had a huge boost? Because, like, Freljord was already very powerful. But I guess it was one of the more recent expansions, maybe? Maybe it came in Rising Tides, I'm not sure. No, because Bilgewater came in Rising Tides, and that one only had 2 extra cards, so I'm not really sure. I guess it's because there's a new champion for it. So Trundle is the new champion. When I'm summoned, create an Ice Pillar in hand. And, oh wow, you just have to play the Ice Pillar and he levels up. With Regeneration and a 5 mana 4/6. Regeneration, it just heals to full. But you don't have yet the cards of new expansion, right? No, I don't. Yeah. You see this button, Show Unknown? It shows you the cards you don't have yet. So I can just click this and see the cards that I'm missing. And that way you can actually, like, buy them. Using, like, in-game currency and stuff. It's... Honestly, the in-game currency in this game is fantastic. It's the best thing about it. Because look how much, like... I have never spent money on this game. And I have 4,000 shards right now. One of the rarest cards is 3,000. Sorry, 40,000. I have 40,000 shards. One of the rarest cards is 3,000. So right now I can basically buy 13 of them. Which is more than enough for a deck. You can only play 6 of them in a deck. So like, this is great. I really recommend trying out this game, by the way, if you haven't had the chance and you're watching this. But anyways, Regeneration, like, it heals it to full at the end of each round, which is a ridiculously powerful effect. Especially on something that has high health like this. Because, I mean, you just saw that dragon that I was saying was really good, because it was a 5 mana 4/5 that grew. This is a 5 mana 4/6 that continuously heals itself. It's actually surprisingly hard to deal 6 damage. And then when it does level up, okay, it gets Overwhelm. First of all, I like its beard. Gotta point that out. I do like the beard. But it gets Overwhelm, and it gets It still keeps Regeneration, but, Summon still makes Ice Pillars. What is Ice Pillar? Okay, it's an 8 mana spell. That makes more sense that it would, just straight up level up, right? Because 8 mana spells are quite hard to actually play. But it makes your enemy vulnerable, which is effectively reverse challenger. It means that any of your units can pull it forward, so that's quite Oh wow, it just straight up refills 8 mana. Oh, it's a unit. Hang on, an Ice Pillar is a unit. Okay. So when you play it, you can play it for free. So you can only play it turn 8. So you have to play this guy before turn 8. And then you get the card. And then on turn 8, you can play him, and it's free. Because you get all your mana back. And then give the strongest enemy vulnerable this... Wow, and okay, and when you play it, and every round start, you... Okay, no, this card is vulnerable itself, I see. Okay, this card is vulnerable, but then every round start, and when you play this card, something else becomes vulnerable. And then that's really, really powerful with Trundle, because Overwhelm is like Trample and Magic, so like, when you do excess damage, you actually get like... You do that damage straight to your opponent's Nexus, so if you can choose what is blocking this guy with this Ice Pillar, then you get to continuously do that damage, and also choose things that don't die, that don't kill it, because Regeneration. Attack, grant me +1/+0 for each 8/4 cost card you behold. Behold is cards you have in play or in hand. So, if you have an Ice Pillar, this guy's attacking for 6. And you get to choose what it's attacking, chances are, because... Oh no, it's always the strongest enemy, that makes sense. But still, that's really, really nuts. Okay. And 0 mana, like 8 mana rather, 0/8, is actually not a terrible stat line. It's not likely to die to a single attack at all, so that's pretty cool. Trundle's Icequake, though. Slow, give all units -3/-0 this round. Deal 3 to all units. 8 mana, that's not amazing. But with Trundle, again, it's not terrible. I don't know, though, how I feel about that. I'm not sure how I feel about that, though. Trundle seems quite powerful. Faces of the Old Bones. Round start, if you behold an 8+... Okay, get an extra... Huh. Okay, so that applies to, so if you have, this is actually really not bad at all. So if you have, it's a 0 mana, 2 mana 0/2, so it dies quite easily if you actually want to block with it. But as long as you have an expensive card in hand, this automatically gets you extra mana. So that actually seems quite good. Comparing that with, hang on, extra mana crystal. Let's compare this with all regions. Okay. How do you... Mana crystal? I know there's a card. I know there's one specific card. Was it Shadow Isles? I think it might be Shadow Isles. Oh, right, because it's only showing Call of the Mountain cards. Okay, let's go Foundations then. And then... Here, let's try that again. So, Mana Crystals. It's not Rising Tide, so... It's not... Huh. What the hell? What am I doing wrong here? It was a 4 mana... Okay, let me do this a different way. Hang on, guys. Let me do this a different way. It was a 4 mana unit. It was a 4 mana unit. And then... I think. Was it 4 mana or was it 3 mana? Might have been 3 mana. Huh. Yeah, there we go. Warding Stones. So this guy. There we go. Found it. So, only costs 100 gems. Yeah, so all the commons are... 100 gems for a common is actually quite expensive. If you see here, this common, which is actually one of the new cards. But we'll have to get into that in a second. If you see, like, the balance of 66... My current balance is 66 common wild cards. I don't ever recommend using gems to buy commons. Because you're going to get a lot of common wild cards that you can just use for any common. Like, this is worth... Like, I can undo it, so I'll just click the look. It went down to 65, and I got a copy of the card. So, it's not worth it, personally. I think you may as well just save your gems for, like... You know, the really rare cards, like these guys, which I only have one wild card for. See what I mean? But yeah, the Wording Stone. So this card it was Freljord as well, but get an extra mana gem this round, every round, but it's 3 mana, right? For 0/4. But when you compare that to... But the thing is, like, that can die quite easily, and 3 mana, like, you need to start really having an impact on the game at 3 mana, or you are likely to just honestly lose. So let me get rid of Foundations again, and this... So this guy actually is really powerful at 0 mana, like, a 2 mana 0/2, but it does force you to have a bad card in hand, because you don't want to have an expensive card in hand, right, in the early game? Because it just puts you in a position where you can't really do much, so... Interesting. I'm not sure he's going to be as good as I'm saying he is, but I definitely like it. Then we have some Trolls. Interesting. So Troll Scavenger. When I'm summoned, if you behold... Okay, so again, if you have an expensive card in hand, and you play this guy, it's a 2 mana 4/3. Which is really ridiculous. 3 mana 4/3 is a weak stat line. With no effect, right? 3 mana 4/3 is a pretty weak stat line. 2 mana 1/3 is a really weak stat line. But 2 mana 4/3 is very powerful, actually. So that guy's interesting for sure. Like, basically, these cards allow you to bridge your early game in a deck that's full of really expensive cards like this guy or this guy. So, although that's not 8+, but like... Actually, these trundle with that one really expensive dragon we were looking at earlier, the 10 mana card in Targon, like this guy here. That could definitely work. That could actually definitely work. I've got to keep that in mind for the future. Alright, now another troll. Troll Ravager. When I'm summoned, if you behold an 8+ cost card, grant me regeneration. That's actually very mediocre. 4 mana 3/5 is quite a weak stat line. And especially if you only have a like temporary or a conditional regeneration effect, so... Augur of the Old Ones. If you behold an 8+ cost card, grant an ally Overwhelm and Regeneration. That's very good, actually. That's very, very good. And then this guy is just a challenger with regeneration, 8 mana 7/7. Dope. Dope, I can dig it. Okay. Let's go with the new... Oh, wow. Ionia has a bunch of new stuff, too. So, Lulu. My supported ally grows... Okay, so some more support mechanics. Fantastic. Grows up to 4/4 this round. So, it just turns something into a 4/4 for the round only. And then you only have to support allies 3 times throughout the entire game. And she automatically levels up. Because 3 mana 2/3 is quite a weak stat line, in all fairness. But then... create a fleeting help... What the hell? Okay. What is that? That's a squirrel. What is happening? Help picks. It's a burst spell, fleeting, give an ally barrier, or an enemy vulnerable this round. Can't be cast in combat in response to a spell, but that's still quite powerful. It's because it's pretty versatile, so I don't hate it. Like, giving her barrier is quite good, and giving other stuff vulnerable means she can attack into that thing and then still survive. It's quite cool. And then it just turns supported allies into 5/5s. Not the best card, but it's pretty good. Oh, wow. Transform a follower into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it this round. That's very, very powerful effect. That's a polymorph, right? In Hearthstone? That's a polymorph for mage. Polymorph was always a good card, so that's insane, because it's burst, right? That's actually crazy. Flower Child. When I'm supported, grant me +2/+0. That's very good as well. That's very, very good as well. Picks. Support. Give my supported ally +2/+1 this round. Even though it's a 1 mana 0/1, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. Young Witch. Elusive. Support. Give my supported ally quick attack and +1/+0 this round. Oh, but it's an elusive card. Okay, this is actually quite good because it's elusive. This definitely works towards the whole, like, because quick attack's very powerful. Unsupported shit. I think this card has a lot of potential. Tasty Feyfolk. Okay, 3 mana 4/2 lifesteal. This is just a generic card. Expansions always need generic cards. Fey Guy. Grant an ally elusive. 4 mana 3/3. Not bad at all, because actually that's a permanent elusive effect. On a 4 mana 3/3. That's actually not terrible. Huh, I don't know how to feel about it, but I actually kind of like it. Like this on a Zed. If you play Zed turn 3 on your opponent's turn, and then you play this guy on turn 4, then that's really powerful. Fuzzy Caretaker. When I'm supported, give me +0/+3 this round. And when it supports, it gives supported ally +3/+0 this round. So this guy is used to create chains, right? So you want some, like for example, Young Witch. You want this guy supporting this guy. No, sorry, yeah, you want this guy supporting this guy, and then, because she doesn't need support herself, and then you want this thing supporting like this guy, and suddenly this guy's hitting for 1,000,000. Interesting. And then Swole Squirrel, yes, they've made a nice shirt. Thanks. Manila's Veiled. You want Young Witch supporting Lulu, so Lulu can attack. Bro, Tomás, és tu? Or is that you, Tomás? Like, because you're using... And Lulu supports Flower Child. Yeah, for sure. Young Witch supporting Lulu, so Lulu can attack. The thing about, like, if a Young Witch supports Lulu is... She only, like... She doesn't, like... You see what I mean? Like, she's only 3 power. That might work for the early game, but not necessarily for the late game. It is I. Well, nice to see you, man. I'm glad you joined, really, for sure. But yeah, like, she's only 3 power, so that'll work for the early game, but, like, if your opponent has anything stronger than that, then it's no longer that... Like, I don't know. Lulu Shen, yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. That could work. Or even Lulu with, like, I'm thinking Lulu with this guy. Tarek. Lulu Tarek, right? Giving him and his supported ally, like, tough. Just allows you to create those chains, right? True, Rally for 3 mana, but Rally's not really... I don't know. I haven't liked Rally as much since it got nerfed, right? Because now it's been... now it's a slow spell. I don't know. Swole Squirrel, let me just say, strike, it doubles its power. Yes. Yes, I like gimmicky cards like this. And you can Young Witch in 1 attack, rally and give quick attack. True, slow, yeah, I don't know. I honestly think that Lulu is meant to be played with this guy. That's just the vibe I get from this expansion. But yeah, it's still really strong, yeah, for sure. For sure. Honestly, everything I've seen so far looks really fun and really strong. And what I find interesting is that I haven't seen anything that pushes aggro. That's the thing I'm enjoying the most. I haven't really seen anything that pushes aggro. And aggro, I hate aggro. I despise aggro. Tarek seems really cool. Yeah, he does. Tarek Flora. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tarek Flora would be broken, actually. Yeah. The expansion seems so slow, though. I'm loving it. Basilisk Bloodseeker. So this is the only card introduced for Noxus. Good. Fuck Noxus. Absolutely fuck Noxus. This is Hunter from Hearthstone. This is like... I just don't like it. It basically, like, Noxus is the pure aggro decks that they try to kill you before you can do anything fun. And they don't like having fun themselves. That's what Noxus is. So I'm glad that Noxus only got 1 new card. Deal 1 to an ally and an enemy 4 times. That is very powerful, though. To be fair, that is quite a powerful effect. For sure. So I'm definitely on board with this card existing because it's a 7-mana card. It's still going to slow down Noxus because it's the card you're going to want to play. So I think it's actually fair. Alright, let's see Piltover and Zon. No! What is this bullshit? That's my favorite deck right now, is a mainly Piltover and Zon deck, and they got nothing? How do you give nothing to one of the expansion, to one of your... What is this shit? What actually is this shit? How did they give nothing to Noxus? Oh, to Piltover and Zon, rather. Man, that's so upsetting. I think I have every card in Piltover and Zon at this point. Yep, I have literally at least one copy. Oh no, this guy. Somehow I don't have this guy. I have otherwise one copy of every card in Piltover and Zon at this point. That's amazing. How did they give nothing to Piltover and Zon? That makes me really, really upset. God damn you, game. Oh, what the hell? Okay. And then I guess Shadow Isles. Nocturne. Okay, Shadow Isles also has a new champion. I don't like that, because Shadow Isles was already quite powerful, but okay. Nightfall, which is honestly still one of my favorite mechanics. Grant an enemy vulnerable and give enemies -1/-. Oh, that's really, really good. And you need to attack with Nightfall allies. But the thing is, this doesn't say it has to see them. So this is just throughout the game. If you attack with any Nightfall allies, he ticks up. And then other allies have fierce... Oh my god, right, Nocturne. I know this guy from League of Legends, actually. Which is quite rare. I don't usually know stuff from League of Legends, but I do know this guy. Other allies have fearsome. When you play a unit gift, this is broken. This guy's really, really broken. For sure. This guy's going to be really disgusting. It's a 4-mana card. How is this a 4-mana card? This is a problem. I mean, because the idea is Nightfall, so you always need to spend at least 7, like, either 5 mana, 5 unit mana, or like spell mana, and then play this guy, which can be a little tough to do. But this guy seems absolutely obnoxious. Nocturne's Unspeakable Horror. Okay, Nocturne's Unspeakable Horror. Drain 1 from anything, shuffle Nocturne into your deck. Create a random Nightfall card in hand. On a Nightfall trigger. That's very good. That's actually really good. Like, let's compare this to... Let's compare this to the, Drain for 1 and make a spider, right? Where is it? No, not what am I doing? Not Piltover and Zon. 2 mana, 2 mana, 2 mana spell. Is it Rising Tides? What the hell? Where'd it go? Did they change the cost or something? I know I have them because I've used them before. And besides, I'm showing unknown anyways. Oh, we're only showing units. Oh my god, I was only showing units this whole time. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. It's okay, guys. We're gonna have to go over the classes. But let's compare that real quick to, well, let's just show spells right now. Yeah, to this guy. There we go, finally. To Vile Feast. Drain 1 from a unit to summon a spider ring. Right? Let's compare that to... Let's compare that to the... Oh my god, so much more shit just came up. Okay. But let's compare that to the card I was just talking about, this guy. Drain 1 from anything to create a Nightfall card. So this, you don't lose card advantage instead of getting a 1/1, but like, I think card advantage is more important than a random 1/1, right? So I think this is actually a really ridiculously powerful card. Here, I don't know when... No, I know we saw the Demacia spells. Yeah, Demacia only got 2 cards. Freljord... Yeah, okay, Freljord got a bunch of shit we didn't see. So, Posopa... Some of dark cards have funny faces and cute faces. They do, yeah. And you can also bring up the proper image like this. Look at this. I honestly really like that that's the thing. But anyways, Troll Chant. Yeah, okay, so starting with Freljord, we were actually not doing shit. We're actually not looking at the spells, so we have to go over all the spells now. Troll Chant, so it's a burst spell, give an ally +2/+2 to give an enemy -2/-0 this round. That is very powerful. That is a very, very powerful combat trick right now. That's actually not... Check the 7-cost slow spell. Wait, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. One thing at a time. Hang on. Call the Wild. For the... Yeah. Hang on. Call the Wild. That is a rookie mistake. What is a rookie mistake? From MTG. What do you want about? What do you mean it's a rookie mistake? Troll-chan is literally a rookie mistake. Why? This is a 2-for-1, right? You can use this to save your unit. What do you mean rookie mistake, though? On my part for saying it's good, or on their part for making it? Oh, is it a card called Rookie Mistake? Okay, I see, yeah. The thing is, honestly, and I've tried making my own card game, it's really hard to not copy ideas you've seen in the past, or just, honestly, even to come up with stuff that's unique. Like, they might have not known Rookie Mistake exists. You know, and then they still made this. That's a very, like, this is so much more powerful in this game than it is in Magic, though. Because in Magic, like, you don't have spell mana. You don't have access to spell mana, right? The mana you get is the mana you have, so mana is worth a lot more. It's literally the same thing. Yeah, no, fair enough. It's just, honestly, simply this word, burst, and the way spell mana works. Yeah, no, fair enough. I understand it's the same thing, but, like, just the way spell mana works. Also, that's a heal, technically. Yeah, exactly. Also, this is a heal, which isn't in Magic. And also in Magic, stuff heals at the end of the turn, which it doesn't in this game. So always just getting that little extra buff is just... honestly, there's enough nuances in this game that I think this card is significantly different from Rookie Mistake. But yeah, it is true they probably copied that a bit. Again, it's hard not to copy, you know? Call the Wild. So another burst spell for the top 4 cards in your deck. Draw each Yeti, Poro, and Elnuk. I like that. I really like that. That is very powerful. I have to buy it because his face. What do you mean, Eduardo? Troll chant. I mean, I'll buy it if I need to, but I don't want to spend stuff on cards that I'm not necessarily going to use. Call of the Wild, guys. This card, so good. This card is so good. Like, honestly, this game doesn't have card draw. It doesn't. It's just a thing that I've seen recurringly. This card is going to be vastly, underestimated, I think. Obviously, you could whiff. You could pay 3 mana and nothing happens. But in a Yeti Poro deck, which I actually really want to build now, are there more Elnuks? Have they created more Elnuks? Have they made more Elnuks? All regions. No, okay, so there still are only those Elnuks. So you probably wouldn't really have Elnuks in your deck. This is basically a Yeti, right? Which isn't necessarily bad. But like just in a Poro Yeti deck, like this is so good. I feel like. And I definitely want to try making that deck. Okay, now you were telling me about this, Tomas, right? You were telling me about this. Revitalizing Roar. Okay, so it's 7 mana slow, which immediately makes me hesitate a little, but pick a unit in your hand to reveal. Heal your Nexus by its power. Reduce its cost to 0. Alrighty then! So now we know how every deck is good. Imagine that on Azul. Dude, no, I'm sorry. Fuck Azul. Imagine that shit on... Oh, wait, no, okay. Aurelia's Soul, that's what you mean by Azul. Yeah, heal 10, 0 mana card, invokes a Celestial, that then if you level it up, costs fucking 0! This deck's gonna be dumb, isn't it? This deck's gonna be dumb, innit? Oh my god, I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about that. Oh, that's so cool though. I have no regrets. That's gonna be so powerful and so frustrating to play against. Like, you need deny. If you can deny this card, you win though, right? Like, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, and then Icequake. We did see Icequake, so I'm not gonna read that one. We have seen that one. Okay, let's see what they brought to Ionia spell-wise. Not that many spells. So you have Whimsy, which... Dude, Tomas, this is literally fucking polymorph, right? This is literally polymorph. A deck to ruin people's day with LMA... Yeah, exactly. But those are the best decks, dude. Those are the best decks, Paul. Like, for sure. Like, control decks are... You suck the soul out of your opponent, little by little, until they have no hope left of winning. That's how control plays. And those are fun. Those are fun. But this is polymorph. Excellent card. Really, really cool. I love that this exists. And it's a burst spell, so if your opponent attacks with something and then you pop it, like you transform it, right? And after you blocked, then, or even before you blocked, then you can still kill their thing. Like, that's so crazy. Then Singular Will. 10 mana spell. Okay. Pick an ally, recall all other units. That is very cool. I'm not sure that that's actually good. Because it's 10 mana spell. So that would leave you, even on turn 10 with maximum spell mana, that only leaves you with 3 mana left after that. But that's a really cool effect, right? If you combine that with Yasuo, for example, you keep Yasuo. Yeah, insta-level up Yasuo and then kill everything your opponent had. for example. Or, but it's 10 mana. Like, Yasuo by turn 10, or by turn 7, which is the soonest you would be able to play this, already has leveled up, most likely, right? That's what I'm thinking. So in terms of leveling up Yasuo, it might not be that good, but, like, this is really good on something like... Honestly, again, on something like this guy. Something like Aurelion Sol. Because... No, yeah, because then you just replay all your Celestials for 0 mana. Like, you wait until your opponent just plays out his hand, and then you replay all your Celestials for 0 mana, and your opponent's dead. Yeah, level up Yasuo on field as well, yeah, for example. But, like, no, literally, imagine that on Aurelion Sol. Like, that would just be so crazy. There's a slight delay, by the way, guys. I can probably fix that. Here, let me see if we can... No, I can't change the latency now that I've started the stream. So for the next stream, I'll actually change up the latency a bit. But, like, that's so nuts, right? Aurelion Sol would be so stupid. Okay. Alright, cool. So, there's a way to change the latency after I started the stream. There should be, but it's, like, blanked out. I don't think I can. Anyways. Cool. Like, I'm just not going to worry about it for now. I don't think the latency is too bad, right? I think it's okay. Then we have Ionia, Targon, Noxus. Okay, so Noxus... Please no Noxus stuff. Okay, they only got 1 extra spell. That's fine. I was saying how Noxus only got 1 thing, but I guess 2 things isn't the end of the world. Stun an enemy if you have a Darius rally. That's not bad. That's not a good card. I don't think that's a good card. Like... What is the better card in Runeterra? There isn't one. That's the beautiful thing about this game. Everything is broken. Everything is bullshit. So, like, there literally is not one single best card. It's great. It's just the way you combine the cards, and because this is still a pretty small community, there's still a lot of room to improve and a lot of imagination going into it. But Apprehend, this card, I like that this exists because this is ass. This is utter ass, right? It's only if you have a Darius that it does anything. And honestly, like, let's compare to this like, with what's it called? With the Yasuo spell, with this. Yasuo with Steel Tempest, which is fast and stuns and attack. Well, I guess that only stuns attacking enemies, is the difference there. It's not bad, actually. Now that I realize that the other one only stuns attacking enemies, that's actually not as bad as I thought it was. Can I just call the mountain? This is actually not as ass as I thought it was, right? Apprehend. But it's not bad. It's actually not bad. But it's not good either. You have to have Darius for it to do something relevant. But it can still win you the game. If you're like, your opponent has 1 card left and you need to play it, like you don't have any units left, it's been a really heavy combat. I think this card specifically in Expeditions is going to be quite good. Quite underappreciated, but actually reasonable. Yes, we do have Piltover and Zon cards. Bless, bless, bless. So Poro Cannon. Discard 1, create 2 Daring Poros in hand. I don't love it. I don't love it, but it is card advantage, actually, right? It is actually somehow card advantage, so that's not bad. And it's a 0 mana burst spell, which is quite interesting. I actually don't hate it. And then Tri-Beam Improbulator. First things first, Improbulator. That's got to be one of the best names I've ever seen in a card. Tri-Beam Improbulator. Its burst and discard is ridiculous. The thing is, discard doesn't have a lot of support. You know, like... This is what upsets me about discard. Look at the discard support. Like, it's so minimal. It's so actually minimal. You have, like... You have Jury Rig. Jinx discard with Draven looks nutty. I mean, but why, though? Like, you just empty out your hand. Sure, that's great and all, but, like... It's really like the Scuttle Formation. I suppose, but it's just like Jury Rig does fuck all, and then... This guy's not good. He's been nerfed. I feel like this used to cost 2. I can't believe he actually got nerfed. This guy... Ooh, my game just lagged all fucking back there. I hope I didn't drop frames. Yell Flame Chompers is cool. Yell Flame... What is that? Like, just the problem with is... I don't know what that is, dude. Oh. Like that? Flame Chompers. Okay, Flame Chompers. Let's see. No, this guy's cool. Yeah, I agree. This guy's cool. But, like, There's only 2 cards that do something when they're discarded. Like, no, there's 3, right? One is like give everything +1/+0, which is very ass. And there's this guy who's actually good. And then there's like the other one, like this thing, which to be honest is terrible. So there isn't enough support because this game doesn't have enough card draw for you to be able to just toss cards like that and expect to win, I find. I don't know. But that was one of the Piltover and Zon cards. And then let me get rid of these and what the fuck? Okay, going to just clear filters, called mounted. There we go. Yes, I agree, it's weird. It's just there isn't enough support for it. It's the kind of mechanic that could be really broken. They just haven't supported it well enough, you know? Jinx is the support, but the problem is you can't have your champion being the support because your champion is the thing they're going to try to kill anyways, right? It's like here, yeah. This go to video, it will go to video, yes. So don't worry, Eduardo, you won't miss out on anything. Good night, bro. Good night, dude. I know it's like, what, like 12, yeah, it's midnight for you, right? Okay, deal 1 to a unit, summon a random 1-cost unit. While I'm in hand, increase both by 1 when you play a 3-cost card. Specifically a 3-cost card. That's very interesting. I love it. This is broken, right? This is actually broken. Tell me your thoughts on this, Tomasz. But like, I feel like this is actually completely broken, right? Like, actually OP. But I mean, you have to obviously build your deck around it, but like, I don't know. This seems really good. I like, yeah, this card's cool, right? I can't decide if it's really good or not, but just the deal, you kill something and you make something. Maybe with Ionia, yeah, Ionia has a lot of 3-mana shit, like Zed or something, right? Yeah, exactly. I don't know, this could be cool. This could definitely be cool. And then lastly we have Shadow Isle. So this is the one we were going through before we realized we were missing on spells. Shroud of Darkness is a burst spell. The next time you summon an ally this round, give it +1/+0 and Spell Shield. Not bad. Kind of mediocre, because the Spell Shield is only for this round, right? I feel like this is a card that may be very situationally, but I don't think this is good, right? Then, ooh, okay, my game is, can we stop lagging? Am I dropping? Okay, I'm only using 1.3% of my CPU. I understand I've been streaming for a while here, and my computer is not happy with that. I do get it. How hot is it? Give me 1 second. Like, it's not even hot though, because this is like... hello? My screen just turned itself off. No. What is happening? What the actual fuck just... What, 1 second, guys. What the fuck just happened? What's going on? There we go, it's back. I think my computer's very unhappy right now. It was doing this stupid shit for a while where it was like resetting itself. Or restarting for... Oh, these are the wrong way around as well. Where it was like restarting for no good reason. Stop! Why? It's turned itself off again. And it back on. Yeah, this is what it did. Just before it would restart. I'm kind of worried. I'm actually really fucking worried. I think they gave me a shitty fucking graphics card. Can we not? Can we actually not do this, please? I paid so much money for you. I gave them so much money to make you work. You better fucking work. Like, please stop restarting yourself. Like, the screen just blinked. Because it's weird, because I have 2 monitors, right? The one over here... Okay, I think it's still fine. Did I drop frames or... Yeah, okay, the one over here. The one on this side, right? This one's fine. This one doesn't restart. Then this one, though. This one doesn't like me. For whatever reason. Once in a while, it'll just blink out of existence. One of these days, I'm going to be playing Monster Hunter or some stupid shit. Or even this game, like... And then it's going to go so wrong. Still going on stream. Okay, good to know, Paul. Okay, yeah, sorry guys, I couldn't actually see, I couldn't even swap back between the screens, so I couldn't see the chat for a while there. Let's see, Tomasz said if the spell shield was permanent, it would be bonkers though. It would be bonkers, but the thing about the spell shield is like, it's a divine shield from Hearthstone, right? I don't know. Like, in this case it isn't, so I don't know. But it's just, I can feel my computer lagging. I refuse to accept that I can't use ultra quality. Like... That's why I built this computer. The CPU is not... It's better? stop a spell or skill. Yeah. No, barrier's the divine shield, but what I mean is like barrier goes away at the end of the turn no matter what. This doesn't. This only goes away when it stops a spell or skill. See, that's what I mean by it's divine shield. But yeah, no, this is infinitely better. For sure. Okay, Stygian Onlooker with Nightfall. Gain +2/+0 and Fearsome this round. That's very good, actually. This card is very, very powerful. Stalking Shadows. Pick a follower from the top 4 cards in your deck. Draw it, shuffle the rest of your deck, then create an ephemeral copy in hand. That's cool. That's very cool. I like that a lot, actually. That is really cool card. I'm thinking of all the possible uses for it, but this creates so many possibilities, right? That's a really cool card. I like that a lot. Unspeakable Horror. That card is very strong. Which one? Stygian Onlooker or Stalking Shadows? Yeah, I know. I fucking hate that it pushes... I hate that it pushes aggro. I absolutely despise that it pushes aggro. Like, that was my first thought when I saw it as well. The thing about Nocturne, though, is if you just deal with this with spells. If you ignore the actual, like... If you don't try to get through it with minion combat or unit combat, then you're fine, right? Okay, my computer is unhappy. I wish it weren't, but it'll be fine. Unspeakable Horror is cool. We've talked about that. Doom Beast. Nightfall. Drain 2 from the enemy Noxus. Yeah, that's more aggro nonsense, isn't it? That's like really powerful aggro effect. So I don't like that those exist. But that's like Shadow Isles is kind of an aggro class as well, so fine, whatever. Obliterate all units that were summoned but not played this round. Oh wait, that's a really cool card. That is such a cool card. Like, that's so cool, right? That's actually fucking awesome. I really like that. I really, really like that. Oh, we're losing people, it's fine. Encroaching Shadows. Grant all allies in deck and hand +2/+2 and ephemeral. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, these guys, if you play multiples of these, that's really good, right? For sure. Like, that's really, really powerful if you play it in multiples. But it also means your cards just all die, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that at all. Risen Mist, summon a Mistwraith. Okay, Mistwraith did need more support, although I still think it's just more of a funny gimmick than anything else, right? And then... Anti-Shadow Isles Mistcaller. Passage Unearned. What do you mean? I don't really see what you mean. Hang on, this is the last card though. Dusk Rider. Can only be blocked by enemies with 3 or more power. Grant me +1/+0 for each time we've activated Nightfall this game. That's a cool card. That's actually a really cool card, and it's quite powerful, right? Definitely very powerful, so I don't know. But what do you mean, Passage Unearned? Kind of confused. Hang on, guys. I'm just gonna run to like grab some water real quick, and I'll be right back. Hopefully my computer doesn't crap itself, but it should be okay. I still don't understand why it does that sometimes, but whatever. Yeah, just give me a second. I'll be right back. Bro, Tomasz. The 3-cost spell. Anti-Shadow Isles. Oh, right. The one right on my screen. I'm stupid. Anti-Shadow Isles. Yeah, no, that could work. You're right. You're definitely right. But, like, you still play things. I don't know how this would work against, like, Nocturne shit, right? Which is what I'm mainly worried about right now. But look, Tomasz. You want to hear something crazy about here? You can only find these. You can't find any actual, like, gallons of water. You can only find these tiny-ass bottles. It's so wasteful. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. I do like, you're right. I do like that they have that. I see what you mean. The guy, the recurring guy. Well, here, let me... I didn't realize it was Shadow Isles. That's why I didn't quite follow. Where is he? Because did he get nerfed? No, this guy, the Undying. But honestly, he's very weak, I've found. So, I don't know. I don't think that he's that big of... I mean, I've had some problems dealing with him, in fairness, but, like, I don't think he's that good. Just in my experience with him. Okay, though. Cool. So that is, in fact, the end of this first section, or segment we were doing here with the stream. I'm very happy. I am very, very happy that we went through all the cards. I now have some kind of just mental feel for the game. There's some champions, aggros, Shadow Isles... What? Championless aggro. Yeah. No, yeah, I've lost against those for sure. Honestly, championless decks shouldn't be possible, I feel like. But, I mean, I'm sure most people would say the opposite, so. I don't know. Okay, so here's the plan for the rest of the stream, guys.